Good evening, everybody. Dr. Glow here with Black Girl Everything. I'm excited. We are now in Women's History Month. We are rolling with these mini expos. Yes, 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 yes. I have so many exciting interviews throughout this month, but this is my most exciting interview I have with the beautiful
Yeah.
Andrea Bibbs coming all the way out of Atlanta. So talk to me, darling. So I just said your name, right?
Yeah,
So tell everybody your name again and what's your business name?
sure. My name is Andrea Harry Bibbs. I'm out of Atlanta, like Dr. Glow said. My business is June Dragonfly. So I'm the founder and I'm calling myself the Chief Gifting Officer of June
Ooh.
Dragonfly, which is a gifting company. And we
Mhm.
specialize in sourcing products from women-owned businesses around the country and the world. Ideally even, more globally. But right now I'm sourcing products from women-owned brands in the United States and in Canada, which is where I'm originally from. So I'm super excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I'm excited to talk to you today too because it's people are always looking for exposure, right? And
Yeah,
your gift box is a great way for brands to actually get out there and get some visibility with large different corporations and contracts that you get. So tell me,
yeah.
what made you want to start this business?
So honestly, it was a windy road to get here. and
Hmm.
and this company has been a dream for 10 plus years. So I'm a former corporate exec, former corporate person for 20 plus years, and left the corporate world about a year and a half ago. And I actually have another business as well, which is the ACB Group, which is a media, PR, marketing consulting firm. And so that was my first foray into entrepreneurship. And I was working primarily with, and still to an extent, working with a lot of women-owned businesses. And
Hmm.
again, like they inspired me really honestly to like really think even more about this business. So I had, like I said, this idea for 10 plus years. And even while I was in corporate, was a staunch supporter of women-owned
Hmm.
companies, Black-owned companies.
Hmm.
And honestly, last year there was a lot going on, and I just felt like I'm not getting any younger. So, when you have those, my birthday is in June, so that's hence part of the name. And
Hmm.
um, in July, I decided to just go out there and launch it, really with the focus of really trying to bring exposure to some of my favorite women-owned brands, and really started it selfishly. The goal was to start this as a quarterly themed subscription box.
Okay.
And honestly, it was, people that I told the idea to, I just couldn't even contain my passion about it. And they were like, I'd like to be your first client, or I'd like to be your second client. I hadn't even really thought about kind of the corporate gifting piece. And
Hmm.
had some really amazing, honestly, mostly women who came to me and said, I'd love to use you as, my gifting partner to gift, items to my clients over the holidays. And that sort of the momentum. And then also met other people, um, again, a lot of women who were looking for gifting solutions. So for, girlfriends, friends, partners, they're like, hey, I need an anniversary gift. And they really like the idea of this gift box that was really intentional in terms of the types of products and things like that. So that was really the goal. And honestly, the corporate piece is really exciting to me because A, it's mass, so I'm able to support these small businesses by ordering, larger quantities. But really, my goal is that, of course, I'd love these corporations and businesses to work with me again, but I'd love them to discover something in my box that they want to buy for all their employees. Or, they start kind of, relationships with some of the brands that are in my box. So that's another one of my goals, because I feel like when one of them win, we all win, and
Hmm.
it's just been beautiful, just the relationships I've been able to, not only the relationships with some of the brands I already knew, but these, some other brands that I'm cold emailing or just think that their product is interesting and reach out to them and they're open to work with me because, oftentimes they remember what it was like when they started their business. So it's a beautiful community, and we're really trying to share the wealth. And
Hmm.
even being just a few months old, I'm just so excited when I get feedback from client or from vendors who are like, you made my November with that order, and that's the things
Hmm.
that are, it's beautiful. So, um, I'm excited about it, and I'm excited about, discovering new brands as well, and sort of what the next few weeks and months, I take it weeks and months and days at a time. So I'm excited for what's to come.
Yeah, that's all a lot. Thank you.
Yes. That wasn't
Yeah,
quite a little sound bite, but
yeah.
I'm
No, it's
excited to
great.
talk.
I'm gonna break it down later on and air it. Trust me.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, definitely need
All
you
right.
again.
All right.
But yeah, so one of my questions I have for always for people is like I'm always Black Girl Everything. The whole essence of this organization was to actually do exactly what you're doing, just on a different scale and in a different position, right? By hosting events, like even powered by Black Girl Everything, where I went to the New York State Women's Expo this last weekend and brought 7 other
Well,
businesses with me to sell, right? And it was a phenomenal experience. Thousands of people walking past, seeing my brand and seeing everybody else's brand. So talk to me about what your perspective is around the collective and the power within it. So I know you're gonna
oh,
say something really smart.
am I? But I mean, I think, like I was saying just now, I think there's so much power when we work together, when we
Hmm.
empower each other and we support each other. And again, it doesn't matter how big or small your business is at this point, but when we're moving as a collective, we can actually make impact. We can make, substantive waves in a
Hmm.
number of places, right? Not only in kind of physical spaces, but even in the ecosystem. Um, and again, I think it's really important that, you know, especially sometimes, like there's a narrative sometimes that, women aren't, can sometimes be butting heads, or we can't
Hmm.
collaborate. And I feel like that's the farthest from the truth. Like I have felt so much love from people, like I said, that I knew and that I didn't know. So I think, again, there's more power when we are as one, and are really moving intentionally to really support and help each other, not just, in the business of, money being exchanged, but also emotionally, because a lot of
Hmm.
the vendors have become good friends, and
Yeah.
people who I can count on and who I can ask questions, business questions.
Hmm.
I'm a new entrepreneur, so there's a lot of things that I don't know. And if we had people that gate capped, it'd be hard for us to even continue. So I'm very, very grateful for the ones that, are willing to share. And, I hope
Yeah.
that I can do the same for others as well, at least as what I know. And sharing means, also sharing connections and sharing things like that. So
Yeah, I agree
that,
with you 1,000,000,000% because I've learned so much from even the folks who come in and who are work part of my VIP collective, part of my club that I have, right? I
right.
find that I'm learning stuff from them, especially when they call me to ask me a question like, hey, what do you think about this? Or what do you think we should do about that? I'm like, you know what? Yeah,
Yeah,
we do this and we do that and we just and we jam and we have these conversations, and it's everybody grows from it and these experience and
exactly.
everybody's growing, and it's just about being part of this space where we can create bigger, right? Because
Yes.
no, you can't create anything and everything by yourself. The
No,
team is amazing, and you get
yes,
so much further when you have team.
absolutely. And like you said, they sometimes make you think about things you would never even thought about, even
Yeah.
if, about your business or about how you can partner as well. I think that's the beautiful piece. And like I said too, there are people, and mostly women, who pushed me to get into parts of this business that I hadn't even thought about yet, who were
Hmm.
like, I'm not taking no for an answer. I'll wait an extra few weeks for a proposal, or I'll wait till you figure out how to price XYZ, but I
Hmm.
want to work with you. And so those type of people, it's just beautiful, who aren't taking no for an answer, and really push you when
Yeah.
you feel like you're not ready. But again, and part of me starting this business, again, like I didn't start with this fully fleshed out business plan and all that sort of stuff. That was sort of the old me. I just started because I also figured, look at all these men that start businesses without business plans and who just start, because if I would have waited to be fully buttoned up, it would have been probably another 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm proud of myself for starting because that's not the old corporate me. This is, this has been a stretch.
Yeah, no, and everything has to be a stretch just in general, because I think even for me, how Black Girl Everything has transitioned has become something totally different. Because what it is now was never my expectation. It was just, I'm gonna host this event. That was my whole highlight in my life. I'm gonna host this one event 4 years ago. And now
Mhm.
I have a whole business and organization where I'm connecting with over 200 businesses. And every week and every day, I'm meeting new people to connect with and to work with and collaborate with. And it's grown into this big old thing, which I'm incredibly proud of. So yeah, I think people they get so ready. So they be like sitting and getting ready to get ready to get ready to get ready. And
Mhm.
they never get ready and they actually never start.
Yeah,
And then it'd be a decade later. And that idea is still sitting on the shelf.
that was me. That
Yeah,
was me.
look at you.
I mean, that was me. Like seriously, but that was me. I secured domains. I've been paying for domains for like, 7, 8 years, doing all that. And so it was just something in me. But also, I mean, honestly, like look at the past few years that we've lived
Yeah.
through, I honestly wasn't sure what was going to happen after 2020. And so I
Hmm.
think that just was a reminder that life is precious.
Yeah.
And we see those reminders every day. And so this is something that I felt like if I didn't start, I would regret. And if I
Hmm.
never tried, I would have regretted. So,
That's really interesting. It's really interesting. So let's talk a little bit about you personally. Let's get down to the nitty gritty.
all
What
right.
brought you from Canada down to Atlanta?
Work, work. Yeah.
Really?
So it was a job. I was in my early 20s and I got an opportunity to come to Atlanta to work. And I came thinking I'd be here for a few months or until my work visa was not renewed. And
Hmm.
um kept getting renewed and it kept getting renewed. And I left for a little bit. I went to London for a year to work and then came back but have been here for, the better parts of 23 years. So almost 24 years. So
Wow.
that's probably the age I think I was when I moved here. Yeah. And actually, yeah, it was. Yeah. I was almost 24 or just turned 24.
Yeah, that was like a whole lifetime that you've been there.
Oh yeah, that's a whole young adult, like, so I used to joke because one of my friends nicknamed me like an imported peach. And I keep calling myself an import because Atlanta peach, but she's like, you're an
Uh-huh.
imported peach.
You're an imported peach.
But now, I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm probably graduated to an actual peach, but we'll
You're an
see.
actual peach now?
I
You
think
think so?
maybe,
It's been over
maybe
20
after
years.
24 years, yeah, maybe.
Maybe. Maybe. So how do you like the Atlanta area?
I love it. I love it.
So do I actually. I just want to see if you agree with me.
What you do? Okay, yeah, I
Yeah,
do.
it's like
So
one of
I
my
agree
favorite
with you.
cities.
Yeah, I was talking actually to a former colleague earlier and trying to convince him to come to Atlanta just because I said, especially for what he's doing, um, it's still an inspiring place for me, to be able to see so many successful Black people, successful Black entrepreneurs, successful
Hmm.
Black business folks who are working in corporate, it's just inspiration all around, rooted in, you know, a history of people, who fought for our freedom here. So, um, this was a lot of the history I didn't learn growing up in Canada, but
Hmm.
thankfully I had parents who, made sure that we learned some of it. But it's so different when you are actually living here and you can
Hmm.
walk by these places that you've read in books,
Yeah.
and meet descendants of people who were on the front lines of the civil rights movement. And so I don't take it for granted. And I have two young kids, so I'm grateful that they also get to see this firsthand. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's still, we're light heads ahead of a lot of other places. So I'm a proud Atlanta peach.
All right, Atlanta Peachland. Okay, perfect. Good for you. Good for you. So now you've also mentioned that you've had a history in
Mhm.
PR,
Well, I'll tell you that, not history and media. And so,
media, and has all the
yeah,
same thing.
yeah, yeah, kind of, yeah. Different aspects of it, yes, but
Yes.
yeah,
So
a
talk to me about your relationship with media.
yeah. I mean, that's, one of my first loves. So, I got into media because I was that person that was like addicted, or that child that was addicted to magazines and newspapers and radio, and knowing things before other people did. I always wanted to tell folks something that they didn't know. So, um, it's an industry that I love. Um, but it was time for me to take a
Mhm.
detour. But my relationship with media, will always respect it. I still have many close friends who are still in the industry. And, regardless of whether you've been in media or not, you have, especially if you're a business owner, you have to understand how to navigate what media is and how to use it to your advantage, which is where the PR piece comes in, but also, I mean, just really the media strategy piece, which again, I don't know if I've quite used it to my advantage as much yet, because I feel like I've been in the weeds. But when I'm ready, we'll be able to activate it. But
Yeah.
yeah,
So I only mentioned that because I'm so excited that you're going to be back with us on the 28th for the VIP Collective members and actually talking about media and pit promotion for stuff. Yeah.
yeah,
I said it
yeah,
really fast. I was that excited about it
yeah.
because people, because that's one of the biggest parts that people, the visibility piece, if you are not getting yourself out into media, you're not getting anywhere.
No,
And how to navigate through that is really intimidating. But what I'm
exactly.
learning is not that complicated if you
No,
actually have some basic skills around it.
right. And it's really about, honestly being able to tell your story,
Yeah.
right? Why are you doing what you're doing? Why is it beneficial to people? Why I'm doing this is because there's a lot of people out there who like can't even think about, they don't want to think about gifting. They're like, I don't know what to get, I don't know what to do. And so, I'm here to for those folks, and then for the folks who want to be intentional about the things that they're gifting as well. So I think it's really about being able to tell your story, who you're solving a problem for,
Hmm.
and then getting really, I think that anyway, those are the two main things. And again, it doesn't necessarily mean you sometimes even have to pay folks at first. So that's what I'll be sharing with be sharing
Yeah,
with folks.
you ain't got to give your lesson now because people have to be VIP Collective members to be in the room with you for that
Right,
conversation.
right, right.
That's
Right.
a special conversation. Definitely dope. Definitely dope. So, where do you see yourself now as we go back to our gift boxes, our main talk here? What do you
Yeah,
see yourself in about 3 to 4 years with this gifting business?
yeah. I mean, ideally, have a team other than my
Mhm.
children and
That
my
would make a
husband
lot of sense.
occasionally, So, ideally, would be able to scale.
Hmm.
Um, Ideally would also, be getting into more events as well. Um,
Hmm.
so just being more, you know, aligned. Again, like, I'm testing out a lot of things right now. And so the goal in 3 to 4, 2 to 3, 3 to 4 years is really to have some help and support, and to be able to be flexible, and to be able to like take time off
Yeah.
and to be able to feel like, I mean, that would be the dream, right? Like to be able to like take some time away and to trust that the business can still function.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have to shut it down. So, it's kind of baby dreams, but I'm excited about it. And that, that it could sustain me as well financially, that it's a profitable business as well. So that would be also
Yeah,
ideal.
those are two big things. Those are
Yeah.
two huge,
Yeah.
huge things. I was actually having a conversation with, I can say her name out loud now, Alicia Holmes, who has
Okay.
decided to be, she's amazing. Google her, she's dope.
Okay.
She's coming on as one of the keynote speakers for Retreat 2024. Now she's
Oh,
amazing
nice.
guru
Nice.
around blockchain and investments, and she has this powerful group around financial wellness, and she's amazing. Talk to her today. She's going to be at the retreat. So
Oh,
excited.
great.
But one of the conversations we were also having was around that concept of being able to take a break,
Yeah,
right? So she could sit here and generate what she generates, but she's like, no, I still want to take like 6 months off. I'm like,
exactly.
yeah. So we were talking about that and the importance of being able to build out a team. The team
Mm-hmm.
comes in again so that the business will continue to function, that you can just trust that it's going to keep on going and keep on moving. But systems have to be put in place to be able to do that. People
Exactly.
ask me all the time, how do you run an early childhood program and the chief program officer for another organization and run all their programming across the country, run Black Girl Everything, start your own nonprofit, and still look like you spend time with your wife and children?
Right.
Because I have team.
Yeah. And
I
a
go to the
team,
school, I supervise, I sit in my office, tell
right.
everybody what to do, and then I leave. You know,
I mean, and
I
what's
go to my own
important, it's
job.
a team that you trust, right? It's a team that
Exactly. But
you
it
can
takes
trust
time to
that.
build that.
Oh, exactly.
Hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it works for me. So I'm able to do multiple things. And then also still go on vacation and turn my phone off.
Oh, that's a dream. That is the
Mhm.
dream.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not that complicated to make your reality. You just got to start really planning for it
Right.
and putting the right people in the right places. And I've been really blessed to really choose the right people and put them in the right places at the right times.
Which is great.
Yeah.
Which again, I mean, you know, sometimes when I think about like leaving the corporate life behind, it still
Hmm.
comes back to play, right? Like, especially when it
Yeah.
comes to like, you know, how you build teams or how you're, you know, building leaders, how you're, you know, delegating all that stuff. Uh,
Yeah.
you know, that's
Yeah.
that's the
Organizational management is the same way as corporate as it is in mom and pop stores, as is actually as it is in your own household,
right.
because your household is your own enterprise itself.
Exactly.
You have to have a leader. Somebody has to be in charge of something, or nothing's going to actually happen.
Right. Right.
Yeah, so it makes complete sense. So, Andrea, how can people want to be involved or get inside these beautiful boxes, like all the people that I work with on a consistent basis,
Oh
how can
yeah.
they do so?
So right now they can just actually just reach out to me. So they can
Mhm.
DM me. So on Instagram, I'm at June Dragonfly Box.
Mhm.
On Facebook, I'm at June Dragonfly. Or you can just put June Dragonfly Box. It should come up as well.
Mhm.
Or they can even just email me at hello@junedragonflybox.com. I'm actually in the process of redoing my website. So in a few weeks, I'll actually have a vendor form on there. But for right now, they can just email me. We can have a conversation and, you know, go from there.
So again, so let's manifest. You ready to manifest?
Oh yeah. I
I
love
want you to manifest and tell me what are going to be the next three contracts you're going to get. What types of contracts you're going to be getting in the next 60 days?
the next 60 days. I am manifesting a huge lifestyle fashion brand.
Mm-hmm.
One.
Okay.
The other one is a contract from a large sports organization.
Oh, that one's easy. Go ahead, keep going. Next.
Next is, let's see, a contract from someone that I admire, and
Mm,
I'll leave that open. But you know,
mm,
from someone that I admire that wants to reach out for me to help them with gifting. Again, that one doesn't have to be a big
mm-hmm,
order, but just you know, someone that I admire. Again, like I love putting things together that fit with what you know my client is looking for, and the joy that I get from them being happy about it and then them being excited from you know the person that they're gifting it to
mm-hmm.
if it's not themselves. um that's I love that feeling that I get when someone else is happy that they've been surprised and you know got a gift that they really enjoyed. So those are three, so hopefully
Not
we'll
hopefully.
see
So we're
what happens.
manifesting those in the next 60
Yeah,
days.
manifesting that those are going to happen.
Yeah,
Yes.
those three are going to definitely happen because I don't think they're that complicated to actually happen.
No, I
Hmm.
don't think so either.
Yeah, just go ask for the contracts.
Yeah.
Like literally call them and say, hey, I want you to take on this contract. And they're like, wait, what? Yes, I want you to take on this contract. What are you going to offer? I'm going to offer you all these things in this contract. So I'm just email it to you now as you just signed it and just send me a check. And
Yeah.
I got you.
This was part of the story that you told me, right? When we spoke. Did we
Hmm.
talk about this? Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yep. You
See.
just got to ask for it.
Yeah, that's right. Um,
Yeah.
and
I think
that's,
we,
I
yeah,
think, is a challenge for some of us, especially
of
me,
course it is. Of
asking
course it is.
asking for help because so many of us have grown up, being taught we got to go out and do things for ourselves. And so when you actually
Yeah.
get into situations where you have to ask for help, it's hard. And I'm speaking
Mhm.
from personal experience.
Oh yeah, I think that's with everybody though. We're all brought up like that. We've all like, if you're gonna survive, you gotta work hard and you gotta figure it out.
Yes.
And nobody tells you, hey, if you create a very, very powerful network around you, you'll always get what you need because everybody, you have assets, I know, all over the place.
Hmm.
Right? People who've done different things, people who are in different places, people who work for different organizations. And you're in Atlanta, for God's sake. Like there's plenty of spaces and people that you can be connecting with that you can ask for those potential contracts,
You're right.
especially with women-owned businesses. People just need to know exactly what you do.
Yes.
You have some major players down there
Hmm.
who are willing and able and want to play the game. You just
Yeah.
have to, do what you do and you know how to contact people. You have a history of media.
Mhm.
Don't act like
Oh
you can't
yeah.
find people's information
Oh
and
yeah. I
start
mean, that's
pitching your
that's
little
the
life
fun
away.
part, right? Yep.
Just start pitching it.
I know.
If the
And then I'm
contract's
and then
already there.
yep. Thank you. They
I
are.
appreciate,
And
yeah,
then I'll
exactly.
I'll give
Start
you the
paying Section
update.
8.
I'll give you the update.
Please and thank you. Because I'm my big thing this month has been on a $10,000 contracts in 10 days for this month.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. But I'm not caught in how it may potentially look or how it may not look. But I'm being very
Mhm.
intentional about $10,000 contracts in 10 days. Now I ain't saying it had to
Oh,
be days
yeah.
be consecutive. I know I have two coming on
Mhm.
Friday. And I gained two the other day.
Love it.
And they're not even complete contracts, but I'm claiming them anyway. How about it? So already I'm at 4.
Exactly.
I got 6 more to go,
Hmm. And we're
right?
only on March 5th. So
How about it? How about it? And I would have gave you a small task. I only said to find 3.
3. Okay.
Mhm. Just work on it. Just work on it because you have an amazing product, and
Thank.
you're going to create something that's going to be phenomenal. I just need you to trust
Oh yeah.
that you have it in you to get it done.
Yeah. That's the thing.
Mhm.
I
I know.
have to remind myself because it can be hard. It can be hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
You
yeah.
know, what you do
Yeah.
is how old are your kids?
8 and 11.
Okay. 8 and 11. You have boys or girls?
A boy and a girl.
The
One of
girl's
them.
the oldest?
Yes.
Praise God. Okay, here we go. So
Like
this
me.
is gonna
Like me.
he's,
I was the
he's like you.
oldest.
All right, perfect. So this is what's gonna fit for your life, right? You're gonna tell your daughter when you have one of these big deals that you're
Mhm.
gonna get a group of girls together and they're gonna support you. You're gonna get them little t-shirts and they're gonna be a June bug. Was it June? Was it June
June
butterfly?
Dragonfly.
June
Dragon.
dragonfly, right? So they're gonna be little dragonflies
Hmm.
and they're gonna be your little minion team who's going to help you stuff and pack your little bags because they're going to be meticulous about it.
Oh yeah.
And then your son is going to be the strong man that he is to push those boxes to the other side of the room. Utilize the resources that you have and have your girls tap in and make it a girls' day
Yeah.
and teach them the history behind why you're doing what you're doing and how it actually benefits community, how it
Yeah.
benefits women of color, how it benefits everybody.
Yeah. I love
And they'll
that.
buy in even more.
Yeah.
And then
And
take
it's
cool pictures about it and put it on media. Then people can say, oh my God,
yeah,
who are these
there's
little
little
dragonflies?
dragonflies. Yes, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, also offer a fundraiser to their school for Mother's Day. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Okay. All right. Let me take my notes.
Mhm. Mother's
Okay.
Day is coming up. It's a
Oh
perfect
yeah.
thing for you to do.
Yeah. I'm also working on some stuff actually for tweens. So working on some
Mhm.
graduation stuff, some summer
Yeah.
stuff, some camp stuff. So,
Mhm. How about the ultimate prom kit?
hmm, that, all
Mm.
right.
Mm.
Yes. I
Yeah,
think
I told you I'm good at what I do.
you are. You are. You are.
Yeah, I create all of
There's a lot going on. There's a
it.
lot
Mhm.
because I've been thinking about focusing more on graduations, like, going to middle school, going to high school, graduating college, but didn't think about proms. And also because we didn't actually really have proms in Canada. So it's never something that
Prom
comes
culture here?
prom culture here, I've gotten used to,
Oh
but
my gosh.
it's a whole different, yeah,
Yeah, it's gotten so beyond me. I'm like, what are y'all doing? There's fireworks? Where are we going? It's prom, people. Yeah, fireworks.
right. It's a
And
lot.
smoke and mirrors, smoke coming out when they walk out the room.
I've seen, oh
Really?
yeah, kind
Yeah.
of changing the whole front facade of the house to match the dress. So, oh, it's a lot.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm
Yeah.
ready. I don't think I'm ready.
No, 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 no. See, my 19-year-old, he had prom
Oh,
last year, and he wasn't that interested in all that. All he wanted to do was look good and, smell good. And that was his highlight of his
that's
prom.
great. All
It was
right.
perfect. He was very
Yes,
1998 back in my day type of thing. I was doing.
yes,
My
yes.
daughter, on the other hand, she's gonna be 5 in June, and I don't know because she a Gemini, and we already know how these Gemini folks are.
I am a Gemini.
I know.
So when is her birthday?
June 7th.
Oh, beautiful day. I'm the 10th.
Hmm.
I
Yep,
love
y'all
the,
be out here twinning.
yep. Two good sides. Don't believe, you know, the false narratives about us. So you have
Yeah,
a,
y'all are beautiful people,
yes,
unique and
yes,
beautiful.
yes.
You never know who you're gonna have on Monday or Tuesday.
Right, right, right.
Exactly. But Andrea, I want to thank you so much for sharing space with me
Oh,
today and spending time with me during this conversation. And I look forward to having you on the 28th at the VIP Collective meeting where we're going to go through media and you're going to update me on the 5 contracts you have obtained by then. And
yes.
it's going to
Five.
be,
Now it's five.
yeah, I'm going to keep on going.
Yes.
Why not?
Why
I just
not?
told you 5 new ideas. So now you got to go get contracts for them
That's right. That's right. That's right.
and write some grants so you can actually give out free prom kits.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Boom.
Boom.
To underserved communities in Atlanta where there are a lot of them.
A lot. And I've already been like just taking notes too of some amazing organizations. There's a woman that she redoes or she makes over dorm rooms for students, just like through just through sponsors and like there's a
Yeah.
ton of amazing, amazing organizations. So excited
Yeah.
to partner with some. I just partnered with a great organization this weekend that focuses on empowering young girls. It's called Girls Growing Gracefully. So so
Mhm.
was able to give away a box to a young lady there. But yeah, there's a number of amazing
Yeah, there's an
organizations.
amazing organization called Yes Girls Create that I work with up here. And I'm also working. Oh, wow. Wait a minute, hold on. I'm not even talking about all this stuff on here because that
There's a
right
whole
now just triggered a whole nother thought process for me about these other 2 contracts. I got 2 new school districts about building out girl programming. So
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm sponsoring for my sister's keeper in the Bronx. This is their first pilot
Okay.
of it here for over 300 girls. I'm sponsoring their sneaker ball in June.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, got to get back to the community. But we
Yeah.
can sit here and talk for hours.
Oh,
So
I'm
thank you
sure.
so much for being on here. And you guys see, this is what happens with real conversation, and we start to
Yeah.
connect and see what's really going on out here in the world. There is so many Black women out here doing powerful work. So if you guys know of any galas coming up that need gift boxes, events, weddings, bar mitzvahs, we don't care. She does them
Yes.
all. She can curate a
Yes.
specialized box for any experience. Date night box, first date night box, retirement boxes, birthday boxes. Look at the beautiful box,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And she'll curate them come especially with Black women-owned products. And I'm going to give her an entourage of a list of all the vendors that I work with. They're all going to become part of her entourage
Oh,
of businesses that can provide product. So excited. All right. So Andrea, tell again people how they can find you.
yep. So on Instagram at June Dragonfly Box. You can find me online at JuneDragonflyBox.com. You can find me on Facebook, June Dragonfly. And you can email me hello at JuneDragonflyBox.com as well.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. So, guys,
Thank
check her out. She'll also be in the Black Girl Everything magazine. She's going to be all over the
you.
internet. So, I'm going to keep on talking about her because you guys have to connect with her too. All right, everybody, have a good night. Bye bye.